guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big run there by Jones. 55 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now Jones. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
They didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 30 pace. Let's go. Watch quick.
He'll look to throw. It's Wilson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Coming to you.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 4-yard line.
Cut.
From his goal line here, Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 52, come on. I'm coming. Hey, check. 152. Hey, Charlie. Check that. We got Mike 50. On. You got nothing there. 12.
Play action. It's Locke. Rolling. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
12. You don't want 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Ron. Bravo. Check. Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, that forced the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check out. 540. Check it backer. 11. Hey, check 20.
We're scoreless after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming.
Go, go, go. 5, 674. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check right. Watch the group.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. 30, 20, 10. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. 39 yards there, a big one. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Switch.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. He sets up the screen to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7 and give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Back to throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Alert.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they try the right side here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Mike 52. 11. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Ain't no such thing as a look.
Here's Luck. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. Close. Hey, Mike 52. Go. Defense, our time. It's our time. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. 3 bud.
Luck now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 99.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Check out. 1. Let's go, Mexico.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again is Locke. His pass caught at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
675. Hey, check. 52, Mike 52. I'm coming. Hey, check. Rush in. Check. Reggie. Joker.
Now Locke on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Line 40. Mike. You ain't got John Wright. Shoot. 12. Mike 55. Pick it up. Mike 55. On. 55. Hey, eat.
3rd and long. It's Locke. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money That comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
Easy, alert, alert. 61, matchbox, lights.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts him right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Watch the eye. Go ahead. Call.
Back to throw. Luck. And Sanders has got it complete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Hold. Check. 11Z. Check.
Out of the gun. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No problem there on the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
11.
From the gun, here's Love. He's got the connection to Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Switch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Ringo. 50, 12.
Smooth.
Watch the screen. He's
Strong right.
He's checking crack.
Block on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Get ready.
2nd and 9 now. And a completion to Wilson. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey. Mexico. Back.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Eagles on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
52, Mike 52. 12. Mike 52, Mike 52. Rip left, rip left.
Hey, Haywood.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2.
They'll fake it. Now Love. Caught by the tight end Ertz. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They run again on first down. Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This is Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 6 points.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the clock. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. 6 man. Check curls.
Hey, high 7.
52's the Mike, boys. 11B. Watch the out.
From the 45 on second down, Luck. This one caught by Ridley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
3 down. Mike, 55. 11. 55. Silver. Hey, check Mike, check. On. Watch 55. Go. Watch out.
Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 30 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught. It's Wilson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game.